Hi and welcome to the Saints Lounge. I'm Saz Medcraft.
And I'm Emily Campbell.
And today we're reviewing the Hawthorn game. So Emily, it was a very disappointing game in the fact that we very easily at three-quarter time could have won. But we kind of just let them get on top of us. We were playing without our key backman in Sam Fisher, and I think this game significantly highlighted that we are one key backman short of the team.
Absolutely, Sarah, and I think it's important in this year's draft that we get, another backman. I think we're also missing Ben McEvoy in the ruck, and we could also do with another ruckman. That wouldn't be such a bad idea.
Yep.
Look, the game, there was a point when I thought we were going to win, we were coming back, but in the end, I think the Hawks were, they were too good, and Buddy Franklin was unstoppable, and poor Tom Simpkin did all he could to stop, but he's just not good enough yet. I think it's his first year where he's actually had quite a few games and he's been given a chance, and look, he's improving, but he's got quite a while to go, and I think in future he will be able to defend, start players like Buddy Franklin, and even players
Travis
like
Cloke.
Travis Cloke. Exactly, that's what I was about to say. I think he could be able to defend anyone if he keeps going where he is and keeps up his work and keeps believing in himself.
One thing it showed is Dempster. If Dempster is supposed to do it on his own, we really need to help him out.
Yeah, I don't think Sean had the best game.
He tried his arse off, but he just could not beat their small forwards because they had a hell of a lot of help, and where were our players to help Sean out?
Yeah, look, I think Nick Riewoldt, he didn't have the best game either. His goal kicking was not accurate, and it was a bit of a disappointment.
Sam Gilbert struggled yet again.
Gilbo still wasn't playing at his best, I think, and also there were some sloppy passes here and there, and,
But on a brighter note, Lee Montagna finally broke through and played a great game.
It was fantastic to see Joey, as we call him, back to his, his normal form. He was terrific, and I really enjoyed watching him play. He did a fantastic job. Brendan Goddard, again,
Brendan Goddard was amazing, but one thing I do have to say is he must not be used as a tag. He is just too dangerous and too important to our side to be used as a tag.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Sarah. Jason Graham, again, he had a fantastic game. Always running up the midfield, sprinting at 1,000,000 miles an hour. I was very impressed with his effort that game.
One other thing, we really need to help Dell out. I mean, Dell is a superstar.
Yes.
But he does need support. He does need help like everyone else.
Yeah, I think also teamwork, and also keep on remembering to, talk to each other and help each other out. I mean,
and back yourself.
Absolutely.
So many times there were opportunities when we could have got goals if they had have backed themselves, but they just didn't back themselves.
There's also times, when they were passing more than once, like more than the necessary times, and then, the pressure gets to us and Hawthorn got the ball. I mean, I just can't stress to them enough how important it is to just go for goal when they have the ball and no one's coming at them. If you go for it, hey, look what happens. You can even win the game, or even if you don't, at least you tried and, you're doing everything that you can.
Ahmed Saad made his debut, and wasn't it a great debut?
Ahmed he's just unbelievable. I'll say he's probably one of my favourite players. He's been a star. I mean, he was kicking a few goals, and he was just unbelievable, and he tries so hard, and he's also very hard at the ball, and he goes for those tackles. He's so hard at the ball, and whenever one of the players from the other team has the ball, he just grabs them because he wants the ball, and he's a fighter, that boy, and I love watching him play.
And I honestly believe if we're to go far in September, Justin Kosicki is our key. He was simply amazing during the Hawks game, kicking 5 goals. He was everywhere, and he was marking and kicking well, and it was amazing to watch. It looks like he's finally going to have the season we all know he can have.
Absolutely. Like, I've always believed in Cozzy, and that game, like, the ball would just come. It looked as if the ball would just come to him. It was sometimes he didn't have to do anything, and hey, it was just in his hands. And you know, he's a very accurate goal kicker. You know, he can kick from all sorts of angles, and I was just so proud of him, the way he played. And I think if we want to play finals footy, I think, you know, Cozzy just has to keep up what he's doing. And I think Ahmed as well. I mean, you know, we do have a good forward line. Like I said, we've got Cozzy, we have Ahmed, Stevie Milne, even Terry Malira, you know.
And our midfields are elite midfielders as well. So the only real struggle point, I think, is the back line.
Yes, I agree.
But with James Gwilt coming back soon, that back line will tighten up a bit more, and Raf Clark also.
Yeah, look, it will be interesting to see Raf come back again, because, you know, I believe that Raf is very underrated, and I think he's much better than, you know, everyone thinks he is. I mean, I've seen him getting in front of his opponent and marking the ball, and same with Jimmy Gwilt. I mean, those two actually work well together.
Raf Clark is extremely important to our back line, and people really do underestimate what Raf Clark gives us each week.
Yeah, and I also think, look, he can even play up forward and in the midfield. Like, he is a very fast runner as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of him and James Gwilt working together in the back line.
I'm Saz Medcraft.
And I'm Emily Campbell.
And you've been watching the Saints Lounge.
Bye for now.